엔드프레스 뉴스는 다 부분이 에네 우드링 아마르 아무가랑 아이르타가야 누드르 삭 가락 쓴 마시 바이그라 나마이크 하마다 게텍 오도 모비코밍 토칭 자히라 토칭 다르가 조르간지르는 비 아포노스 이르슨 오도 조르간지르 호이르사 게시테 very soon I will leave back to Tokyo. Let me speak in English. Is that okay? Because many Mongol have much more. I think it's better to speak in English. Okay, thank you. And again, thank you very much for inviting me for my knowledge experience sharing session. So, today, I'd like to have a knowledge and experience sharing. I'm not teacher for you because you are also executive members of a big group company. So that's the same level. That's why I'm saying sharing. If you are a student, young business person, I say, training or a training session, something like that. But today, it's not like that. So that's during my session. If any question, any comment, please interrupt anytime. Okay? Let me introduce myself first. I joined the company in 1997 in telecom company in Japan. Then after that, maybe already 26 years right now, coincidentally, same as Mobicom Corporation's years. Mobicom was established in 1996, and this year is the 26th anniversary we had. And me, this year is the 26th year after I joined the company, after graduated to university. Then, past 25 and 6 years period, 13 years out of Japan. So that's maybe I might be different from typical Japanese business person, which you imagine, right? Because over 13 years I was away from Japan, mainly European country. Over 7 years I was working a variety of cities, and then in 2016 I was dispatched to Mongolia. It was my first time to come to Mongolia, even private trip, no experience, zero. Then let's move on. I was chairman and CEO who has responsibility to operate a company, same as everybody here, right? Then I think there will be variety of title: chairman, CEO, COO, CTO, CFO, VP, whatever it is. Variety of title we have amongst the executive members, right? But commonly, we have one title, I think. What would be? Yes. Leader, yes. And manager, yes. Both. Chika-san and myself, even if in the top of a company, we have to be leader, we have to be manager. Both factors will be required. Of course, in company organization hierarchy, there are people who are called managers and the directors, right? But whoever it is, generally speaking, we are leader. Each of us a leader, each of us a manager of a business operation of the unit, right? Is that correct? Yes. Leader and the manager, actually, is that different? Is that different? Somehow yes. Somehow yes. Somehow different. Okay. In my idea, what is the leader? What is manager? I'm intentionally trying to make difference and distinguish different. But basically, I think same. But leader has a leader own uniqueness, right? Leader's uniqueness. Then manager has manager's uniqueness, functionality wise. However, there is a cross functionality. It cannot be totally 100% different and distinguished, right? There is a cross point. But as I touched on earlier, I'm trying to distinguish somehow, conceptually. By doing so, I believe we can be effective leader, we can be effective managers. Maybe in company, there is a hierarchy, top person, chief member, VP, director, manager, and the team leader, employees. Then trying to distinguish leader. Who is leader? Which unit is leadership, owner? And a manager, management. I'm trying to distinguish. Let's review together. I'd like to start with the manager side. I was a manager. Maybe I'm still manager. Chika-san also a manager. Management side, people call, right? Company management side. But in organization we say manager. Those managers are not the company management, team unit, right? Manager's function is what? I'm trying to think like this. Manager's function is, as English is saying, management, right? Management means there should be fixed goal, fixed target, fixed rule, fixed regulation, something already fixed and prepared box, let's say. Then manager's responsibility is how to reach to that goal, how to reach to that target, how to follow that rule, controlling. Let's say control tower, I would say. Okay? If there is a box, then we are inside. Someone tried to go out. Hey, wait. You are going too much. Stay calm down in the box. Or, as you said, driving a car, there is a rule. 80 km per hour running on the road. Machine running on jump. Then 100 km. Maybe driver will slow down. It's the same management, right? Because you need to follow rule. Or, okay, 사익한 누드르 바이나 누드르. Shall we go 테레루지? Okay, we have only 3 hours, including lunch time. In that case, how we go? Okay, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 car enough. Then let's go. Then lunchtime, maybe only half hour. Then come back. We can make it. It's management. Within 3 hours, go there. However, we can't spend 1 hour lunch. 30 minutes, half hour only. Then come back. It's management. They are not judging that way, right? Of course, in order to follow, in order to achieve goal, target, something, of course they will judge it. Stop it, accelerate, calm down, okay, have a break. However, they are not making something brand new direction, right? This is, I think, manager's responsibility. Next, let's move on to leader side. I'm always focusing on leadership. What's a leadership? What's a leadership? Let's review it. What leader is like? What's he doing? Yes. That way, yes. Directing, ne? Directing. I summarize here. Leaders' 10 key functions, most important thing. During my past 6 years period, when I reviewed my action, let's say operation of a company, I was trying to follow this 10 key functions, but I'm not God, so that I couldn't follow some part too much sometimes, or sometimes following well, but sometimes not enough. Let's see what it's like. 10 key function. Number one, making direction. Most important things, right? If someone, let's say we are moving somewhere, toward somewhere, right? Then, if we know where to go, for example, we are going to go to Fuskuru Lake. In that case, direction is already fixed, right? Then, if direction is fixed, we will not need to have a leader, I think. We need a manager. How to go, how many hours, how many days, how much budget. We need a manager, right? But leader case, more like when people have ambiguity, invisibility, or unclearness. When people have such situation, leaders' time. Let's go that way, guys. Or I think based on this data and the fact and information, as a reader, I think that way is better. And we better to start to do this. Then, once fixed, manager, come. How shall we do? That's I think, a reader, I think. So, for example, one more thing. If we have already, decision, let's go to Fuskuru Lake. 하와르보르슨, 우누들 하론바이나 Fuskuru, fine, let's go. Leader is, wait a moment. Yes, 하와르보르슨, 게시대, Fuskuru, 후이튼바인 오도, still. No need to go. And also ice is breaking, you can't walk over the lake. No good. If we go, better to go in summertime, not right now. Or we should have gone in winter time. Reader is making direction, right? If reader follow, everybody, okay, let's go. Fuskuru Lake, 하론바이나, 우누들 사이한 우두르바이나, 하르보르슨. Fuskuru Lake Mashikoi Baen. Okay, leader say, oh, team, be bus. It's not reader, right? Just one of a person. We don't need reader. That's a reader's function, I think. Yeah. Of course, denial opinion is not only leader's function, right? Acceleration is also important. I will touch on later. Next, making a vision, goal, and target of company. Of course. Chika-san, together with the executive member, and I was leader. Then, company's direction, vision. Oh, Yamaru Ajiru, we start. What shall we do? Where to go? When? How? Big movement we need to control, right? But it's not only company level. Your own unit, even small unit, same. What leader has to do is vision, goal, target. Once fixed, operation will be started. Means management function will be required. Then we may change the phase, right? Let's go direction. That direction is a brighter future for us, a brighter future for Mongolia. Okay, everybody agreed? Yes. So sure soon. Then after that, we change. Okay, budget is this. We have two phases. I said cross point is there, right? Cross point is there. Once project started, maybe subordinate member will be appointed as a project leader, team leader. And they will leading, right? So, our function is vision, goal, and target. Next, changing and innovating. Of course, if reader, the person who's called a reader, is kind of stealing or stopper, what will happen? No innovation, no change, right? Very dangerous. It's risky for company. Reader has to always think of something positive change and innovation. Leader shouldn't be blockage. Once we, the person who called reader, has no mindset of changing and innovation, what will happen? The people under you will never go beyond because you're top. If you have a changing, innovative mindset, go up always. In that case, people will follow. However, if you are always thinking of management mindset and conservatively, what will happen? We stay here. Then no one can go up, right? In company, there is the top person as a leader. Then leader has to put in more changing and innovation. Cheering up and motivating, yes. This number 4 is important. Just earlier, I extremely said, if company has direction, then people knows where to go. In that case, leader will not be needed, I said. But it's too much to say, I think. Extremely, I said, in order to express my concept. But number 4 is, cheering and motivating is not always pulling. Pushing is also important. Pushing is not a pressure. Cheering is not pressure. Pressure is a power pressure using position, authority. Sometimes it's called power harassment, right? Pressure is different. Cheering and motivating is a good way pushing. This is very important. This is leaders, of course, important function. Not always in the front, running front, ahead. Sometimes running and following from the back. Don't worry, go. This is also leader. Leader sounds like putting people calm in front. No. Not only front. From the back side, go. Don't worry. I will take care back. Don't worry about anything. That is also leader's way, I think. Next, being visible for others. Yes, This is very important, I think. If reader is invisible, what will happen? Who will follow who? Right? Who will follow who? Reader has to be always visible. Of course, how to be visible is different. How to be visible is different. But visible and acknowledged by many others. Otherwise, it's not reader. One reader, no person. Can we call it the reader? No. Right? Visible person. That's why people can follow. People will never follow suns, ghost, invisible. In this sense, Monish Group, Chuka-san, very visible reader, acknowledged by many Mongolians, business persons, and also together with the great executive members. Visible. That's important. How to do is very much different. Right now, one of our, let's say, technical thing to be visible with. In current digital era, internet website, SNS, variety of way of appearance could be possible, right? Totally different from past years, many years ago, hundreds of years ago. But right now, one important posting can make you super visible easily. I'm not talking about only public side, even internal side. Using such current advantage of digital technology, reader can become visible too. It's one of the technique, of course. Next, involvement of us smoothly and timely and positively. If we go, maybe readers say, oh, we need this type of guy, this type of guy, this type of guy, we need this weapon. Reader will say, right? Involvement is important. Involvement. Then, what I was always aiming was involvement of others shouldn't be based on authority, right? If you are my staff in my company Mobicom, and I was if I'm CEO, you're under CEO. If CEO say, hey, come, work with me, follow me. This involvement is based on authority. I'm instructing, let's say, ordering, right? But the meaning of involvement of others, what I was trying to do, aiming was, hey, look, this project, so interesting. This will make our brighter performance in the future for Mobic, and people will definitely like it. What do you think? If you like it, oh yeah, I want to join it. That involvement is important. To, let's say, magnetically people will come, gather. That's reader's function, right? Leader has to explain vision, mission, goal, whatever, etc. Brighter future, benefit for you. Then involvement is naturally people has to come. Not the instructor, you, work. It's not involvement, it's an instruction and order. All depending on reader's passion, reader's mindset, reader's emotion, sense, yes. Sometimes humor as well, as a human. Such meaning. Okay? Influential. Nowadays, there is a word which is popular, influencer. The influencer. Especially in our society, particularly media and SNS, there are many influencers, right? They are, in a sense, public leader, opinion maker, the leading. Okay? Even in company, I think it's same. CEO, chairman, and executive member is the face of the companies. Huge responsibility you have on your back. It means you have to be, in a sense, influencer for your customer, client, partners, and user, public, society. If leader has no influential power, of course people will never follow it. Influential power is very important. That's why in order to be influential, you have to be visible. If invisible, maybe different. Always behind the door, talking about something under the table, good, right? Next, sharing passion, thought, information, and intelligence practice. I'm here to share my passion, how I'm thinking. How was my 6 years, right? With executive friends. Thought, information, open, disclose, anyway. It doesn't matter. But quite often happen in companies, I saw many executive people who try to enclose such important information, intelligence, as if that's his or her own hidden asset in order to make difference from subordinates. No. People will see it. People will know it, right? Rather than that, if reader has, I got this information, I got this idea, if share immediately many people, totally different. Reader doesn't need to be scared who will come up beyond you. No, people will follow you. Sometimes we, reader, misunderstand. We may feel fear. One day my subordinate will go up beyond me, overwhelmed. That's why I don't want to disclose this important information asset and the intelligence, knowledge, experience. Quite often we feel fear, but opposite. As long as we share it, as long as we give it, provide it, then share the passion, emotion, something. In that case, people will follow reader rather than overwhelm. Even if overwhelm, someone go beyond the readers, for example, position-wise in organization or responsibility-wise, but they will respect always. Anyway, then behind the door in non-public place, position is not changing. Boss is thinking, yes. I think so. It happened, actually. Next, listening and paying attention to others carefully. In a sense, this number 9 is telling me, hey, Hamada, you have to listen. You have to pay attention more to others. Because when I was a CEO, having a business operation of a company, instructive type, characteristically instructive type of CEO I was. That's why sometimes, no, not listening. It happened quite often. That's why, even though now I'm sharing my idea with everybody, but as return, I'm also speaking to myself. Hey, Hamada, listen, pay attention more to your staff team members. This is important. Quite often happening, sitting at the table. That's why sharing. Yeah, quite often happen that we executive member has quite a huge responsibility and authority and decision making every day, right? That's why sometimes in our mind we are prioritizing. Oh, this decision is easy. No. Just do it. No. Or this decision is very important. That's why I'm distinguishing somehow. But from the viewpoint of them, only one request, only one consultancy request, only one requesting advices, right? Very important for them. That's why, as much as possible, we have to listen to somehow. This is very difficult part when we become higher position. Listening case, it called questioning. Open-ended question is important. Open-ended question. Open-ended question is, Dawa, are you fine today? You said you're good. This is closed-ended question, nothing more. Right? Like a yes or no. This is closed-ended question. Closed-ended question. Open-ended question is, so far, how do you think of my session? He is thinking, right, how to answer, respond. This is open-ended question. It's not yes or no. That's very important. By this way, he feel, Hamada-san is listening. If it says no, oh, are you okay today? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Not listening, right? Not paying attention. Question is important. Last one. I've already touched on. Not relying on your own position and the title with authority. Of course, I use authority and the title quite often. It's necessary, right? As a final authorizer and a signer. But sometimes different. Reader is not listening to anything. Reader is not paying attention to anything. Reader is not visible. Reader has no influential power. But somehow he's my boss. That's why I have to follow him. It's a reader, right? Just earlier said, reader has to keep power to involve people magnetically. Magnetically means from the viewpoint of others positively, not based on authority, forcefully. That's a very important. So that's why I cover the 10 functions I shared, which I was trying to achieve and follow. But I think those 10s are not just a business leadershipness, more like a humanity side, right? Humanity side. That's why I said operational managers function management and humanity is different. Then I was saying I'm trying to make difference and making difference and distinguish. Okay.